It's daybreak on the Rise News. Time for the press preview. A first look at what's on the front pages as they arrive. Let's begin with this day. It's leading with the money. Federal government says incoming administration will inherit 77 trillion naira debt. The NUPRC to license holders disclose full ownership of firms operating in Nigeria's oil and gas sector. The Central Bank of Nigeria clarifies sale of Polaris Bank and says divestment received board and regulatory approvals. A court dismisses suit seeking removal of INEC chairman over assets declaration.
Now that's dangerous for an election. All right, the Nation newspaper. The Nation, okay. Tinubu Shetima APC chiefs shut down Kano. Ex-governor promises to serve Nigerians. Progressive governors will deliver a poll, says Bagudu. And then just below the nameplate, Wike confident of victory for his preferred presidential candidate. And on the top mast, Akinjide Oyelese Bolarumi in work for Atiku. Air Force redeploys branch chiefs AOCs. And Nupeng, just on the red strip below those pictures of APC campaign, EFCC secures 3,785 convictions. Nupeng threatens strike. One wonders for what?
Let's take a look at the Punch this morning. Leading headline, Discos hike electricity tariff secretly. Consumers kick. Some consumers accuse Discos of fleecing Nigerians and operators. Meanwhile, the NERC is silent. Discos began new tariffs January 1st. They're being accused of quietly increasing tariffs, but now 72.2 naira per unit from 66 naira. And those leading photos on the front page of the Punch this morning. Elections, INEC sets aside 8,809 BVAS as backup. This comes as the latest or last batch of BVAS have now been delivered, and INEC says they are fully ready for next month's election. Above the nameplate of the Punch this morning, Nigeria's debt to hit 77 trillion naira. Loan servicing gulps 5.2 trillion naira. CBN says 25 buyers were invited for Polaris Bank sale.
The Guardian newspaper now. Debt service gulps 80.6% of 2022 revenue. Federal government seeks fresh 8.8 trillion naira loans. Petroleum tanker drivers threaten nationwide strike. The U.S. House in chaos after Kevin McCarthy loses Speaker vote for a sixth time. Nigeria records 35 fresh COVID-19 cases. And foreign airlines kick for return of ineffective COVID-19 travel protocols.
Now to some foreign newspapers. iNewspaper. It says NHS sending patients to hotels to ease bed blocking. Let me just take some of the riders there. Free NHS authorities sign deals to discharge patients to care hotels which offer accommodation for people well enough to leave hospital but who still need some care. New plan to tackle the A&F crisis launches this week in southwest England and could be expanded to other parts of UK which are worst affected, health chiefs say. Then in that picture there where you see the Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, it says battle for the soul of the Tory party. Sunak faces new fight with his backbench critics. PM's five pledges to public include cutting inflation and NHS waiting list.
Let's take a look at the Independent this morning. Its leading headline, that photo there of the author Faye Weldon, who has now died. She was aged 91, a self-described writerholic. She produced more than 50 works, including the popular The Life and Loves of a She-Devil. Just below that, Sunak fast-tracks pay talks to end NHS strikes. Rishi Sunak is poised to offer fast-track public sector pay talks in a bid to end strikes that will see nurse nurses walk off wards again this month.
The Financial Times, Rishi Sunak promises to halve inflation, expand economy and cut NHS rates. It's in a bid to give voters peace of mind. The sales forced to cut headcount by 10% as it reverses pandemic hiring spree. And in the US, Kevin McCarthy fails to clinch the Speaker for a sixth time.
All right, the Daily Telegraph, Starmer, the Daily Telegraph, Starmer were no longer the party of big spending. And this is quite interesting. It says, police have lost interest in going after food stars, says top judge. Hospitals are running out of oxygen supplies. That's very dangerous, a very dangerous trend. This is from the Daily Telegraph.
Let's take a look at the National Post. COVID zero narrative crumbles as China's death toll explodes. This comes as many countries are now requiring a negative PCR COVID-19 test from travelers that are coming from China, and also Morocco have now banned flights from China. Also comes as WHO is accusing China of underrepresenting the situation happening in China as regards to COVID-19 deaths.
Well, that's it for today.